I wanted to meet her, but she was supposed to do book signing, but she wasn't there. I wanted to go say, hey, you're
She
behind.
YB lah.
YB already, yeah, busy.
Young busy.
Jeng.
Hey, hello.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of
How long has it
The
been
Book.
already?
Yeah,
A long
quite
time.
long. Yeah, I think
More than a month.
I think so. A lot has
It was
changed.
after ARG.
Oh,
Which was in, my goodness, that was
end
June.
of June.
Wow.
Okay,
I think we
alright.
came back in
Yeah.
July.
Yeah, I think so.
A
I
week
think it was.
after.
Yeah,
it's
because
been
I think
like,
all of us have different priorities, to
That's
finish
true.
up.
Been busy
Very
with my
busy.
internship, which
Yeah.
hasn't finished yet. It's still happening. Yeah.
I think that's been the biggest reason why we haven't been
And we,
recording.
yeah, that's why
Yeah.
today is not actually a SPTC day. Today just happened we're here. That's why we thought we'd just take the advantage of the time.
And it's a
Yeah.
Saturday. What are we doing in the library on Saturday?
Saturday at almost 8.
This is not
Night.
it looks like the library. It's not a library, okay? It's green screen.
Yeah,
And then
boom,
that's right.
3D green screen.
Correct. Yeah, AI these
Comes
days is
with
so
motion.
advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops, did I say something I shouldn't have said? But anyway,
it's
hi
going to be
guys.
a SPTC gym.
Yeah, it's going to be a gym now because the books are no longer used. Everything is a Lego.
I think it's going to be a sleeping pot.
That would be very useful
It
actually.
already is.
Okay, oh no, I get it.
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh yay, welcome back everyone.
Hi.
So I think, we're going to do today, everyone.
So today, the reason why we're all here is because we've been attending, or in your case, helping out at a workplace conference. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to reflect on this conference. We're going to find out what we did and what we heard. But yeah, we're just going to talk about the highlights. What we found really, really interesting. Yeah. I'm going to start with Fern because she just drank water.
Go first.
So Fern, this conference is called Work Inspired by Purpose. So what were you inspired by the last 2 days?
Boom.
We just had dinner.
Yeah.
It's been a long weekend. That was a very big question.
Yeah.
From morning.
Okay, but I think the team did very well in organizing the entire conference.
A lot of work, a lot
Yeah.
of people,
The
a lot
Alpha
of
Malaysia
planning.
team, amazing.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
Super well
Yeah.
done. So smooth. Such high quality content.
Yeah,
by
high
the
quality
way, and-
speakers. Yeah.
Yeah, and the speaker lineup was amazing, which was the main reason why I wanted to be here
Yeah.
and not as staff, but as a delegate.
Delegate, yeah.
Correct. And not because we're trying to run away from helping or volunteering. We just wanted to experience it to the full.
Yeah,
Wanted
yeah.
to take
I
it
think-
all
But
in.
they almost asking you, hey, Calvin, would you like to help?
And I say, oh wow, I'm so sorry. I already signed up as a delegate. I would love to help you, man.
There goes
Yeah.
our free labor.
Yeah, I would love
I'm so
to.
sorry.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, guys, you just hijacked my session.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
I was supposed to answer.
Okay, all right,
Please
okay.
repeat your question.
Yeah.
What was inspiring? What really made you go, wow, I'm so glad I was here for this Work Inspired by Purpose conference. Yeah.
I think the panel on the first night
Okay.
was really, really interesting.
Hey, that one's my answer. But never mind, okay, Karen.
Never
That's
mind,
going to be the answer.
Okay,
Okay,
I
never
have to
mind.
repeat something. I have to
Okay,
think
okay,
something
alright,
else
okay,
now.
alright.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, you
right.
also are.
Actually, no,
Yeah.
look, everyone shares a good point. No, wait. First
Yeah.
come, first serve.
Okay.
Other one, then just think something else.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first night's panel,
Yeah.
we had Suzanne.
Suzanne from Picha Eats.
Yes, and then we had Ryan from Dry Funnels, now in Alpha Malaysia. And then
Yeah,
we had-
social media company.
And we
Yeah.
had Brian from Stinker La.
Stinker lah.
Sneaker.
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 Yeah, it's in the shoe.
Sneaker.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the three of them, they shared very openly, very honestly, and each of them had obviously their individual stories.
Correct.
But I think the level of openness, the level of vulnerability that they gave to us is very generous of them to give all of that to us.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, and I think it's very permission giving as well to people who are listening, because they were very real about some of the really difficult things in their journey, and I feel like each of them, they shared something that someone in the audience would have been able to resonate with. Yeah.
Now, this sounds very vague. So you're
Yes.
saying that they shared something that would connect with the audience. And but these are all like CEOs, they're all running their own company.
Yeah.
But what was it that they said that you thought, would make someone go, hey, that's what I'm going through as
That's
well?
very real. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I would leave that to you to answer since you
Yes,
say you
correct,
have the same answer, right?
But
Yeah.
never mind, you say first, and then after that,
Then you go think.
Yeah, I think it was something else. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with Ryan. So I think Ryan spoke about.
No, the other Ryan.
The
Who's
other,
Ryan?
not Brian. Ryan. I know
Brian,
it's
and
just
there's
one
Ryan.
one
Got E difference,
alphabet.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ryan, who is currently our colleague, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I think even though I've worked with him on, like, we're not on the same team, but our paths still cross. I think it's the first time I've heard his story in detail as well, and I think he spoke a lot about expectations from family.
Yeah.
The kind of like. The
the
expectations. Asian, not
Have to
Asian.
get Asian.
But also coming from family that was so well established in what they do. Is like it was a business. He shared that it was a
Yeah.
business, family business. It was generational. So he was like fourth generation, and
grandfather or great grandfather, that kind of thing.
yeah, and that's a real legacy. And I think, and then he spoke also about being like the firstborn son, and how, like, basically his entire life, I think his family was just expecting him to go on this path,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
and he was groomed for that. Even going to school, it was like business school because you're taking over the business.
Yeah.
And I thought it must have been so hard at one point to come to that realization that maybe this isn't what I'm going to do, because he
Yeah.
started his own business, and
It's quite scary actually when you make that kind of pivot and change in life.
Yeah. So because of all the expectations from his family, he also went into his own business. Like, he started his
Yeah.
own business,
Exactly.
and there was a lot of pressure there. And then I think coming to a point of realization where I think he mentioned having like an episode of depression or maybe anxiety. But for him to come to a point of realization of knowing, like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's really significant. That's really pivotal.
Yeah.
It does require a level of self-awareness, but also
True.
courage.
Yeah.
Because then he stepped out completely from the business, and I can imagine
4
like
months, right?
Yeah,
the 4 months.
Yeah.
Unemployed. That's all.
I mean,
Yeah, to kind of reevaluate and to reset as well.
Yeah.
Even at the lowest point, he still left.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah, and that's, I think I found that very inspirational. To me, it was really a story about courage, about being courageous enough to honestly evaluate where we are, not kind of painting a picture for ourselves that is not what it is, or telling ourselves that it's okay, I can keep going, but really that moment of honestly confronting ourselves. And I think those moments are really pivotal. So
True. I think everyone dreams of being able to, like, take time out, but it's very scary to actually do it. And then he was very practical as well. He was saying, how do I pay the bills, and what will I do after that? Yeah. And actually, it's just so insightful. If you were actually thinking of that, you would want to talk to someone who's actually done just that, law. And I think it's comforting on one hand to know that you're not the only person who's going through this kind of thing. But on the other hand, it's just very helpful to think, what if I do this? What if I do that? What are the considerations? And, didn't think, come to work conference, you would think how to be better at your work, how to find job, not how to step away from a stressful job environment. And yet I think that's one thing that really would connect with a lot of people today.
Yeah. So it wasn't, I think the way the conference started off, it was on a note of like real, it was very real, very authentic.
They were saying hashtag unfiltered, right?
Yeah. And it wasn't about painting like exactly what you said, like this picture of work where everything is perfect, where you know exactly what's gonna happen, you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. Yeah. So Ryan, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was good. Okay.
Yeah. You have anything else to, since you're in the Ryan topic, you all can add lah.
Okay.
Because I'm different.
Oh, different. Okay, all right.
Must
These
spice
guys
up a bit.
already know I am now a fanboy of the other person on the panel, the Ryan with the B and Brian.
Same.
Yeah, wow, Brian. I don't know if you ever watch this, but if you do, wow, I'm going to stalk you from now on. I'm going to follow all your socials. I don't even like sneakers. I'm wearing my dad's sneakers. That's how I hate buying shoes. I had my shoes right now. I said, Papa, you got shoe extra, and I just wear your shoe. But this guy is passionate. He's crazy about shoes to the point that it's become his whole life, lor. Yeah, he just sells shoe, run shoe event, and
Actually,
honestly,
why shoe, I forgot.
Sure.
Actually, why shoe? I've just remembered. Why? Why he?
I don't know. I'm the wrong person.
I'm serving
I don't know.
I'm serving at the team. I
You
can't
should
remember.
send him a
but shoot.
DM. Send him a DM and ask him.
Yeah. And then they go and say like, actually, I'm sorry, but he go and show this shoe, teh tarik shoe.
Yeah.
Who want to wear this
Limited
kind
edition.
of thing? For what? And then,
Someone said it's over 1,000 something ringgit just to get one pair.
Siao.
Yeah, but I think better than Yeezy because it's very artistic.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
okay. As you can tell, it's not because of the shoes, even though he's passionate about it. But then, the fact that he was so real. Now he actually shared something very, very groundbreaking and that he went through a very tough period. But that's not the reason why I'm a fan. I think he really transformed my idea as to what it means to make an impact in the workplace. It isn't because you're like the best guy, you're the smart guy. He's just a very normal person that, very likable because he just tells it like it is. He also said, I'm not a very holy Christian kind of person. And then he was talking about all the kind of things that really, I think you would hear in church, especially if you're the paikia. But then he comes across as someone who really trusts God from beginning A to Z one lah. And he shows it lah. So he went through a really difficult time in his life. I don't think I'll mention it because go and find out for yourself. But I was really amazed. And yesterday, one of my friends, he came up to me, hey, go and talk to him. I said, hey, shy lah. I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah, he just you mean after his session.
After his session.
His first session.
Zeph, one of the interns said, hey, come up. We are going to introduce you. And I said, no lah, I don't want. And then in the end, Zeph today showed me a picture. He's going to eat cheesecake with Brian Chin. Because
Could have been you.
Could have been me. But so I want to have cheesecake. I want to hang out with Brian Chin. Although I know it might not happen, but it just really, really spoke to me that it wasn't again some Darren Mara CEO who had his whole act together, but had just been through a very tremendous traumatic event and came away actually trusting God even more. I love that. That was great.
Yeah. Amazing. For me, what was my highlight? I just realized Farm Fresh is a Christian company.
Yeah. Great.
We were all surprised.
Yeah, man.
We were all
So
surprised.
now I feel
and
so proud
happy.
drinking Farm Fresh. My mom, she's like, oh, we are the same religion. Okay. She said, Gardenia, that government, that son, don't eat Gardenia, eat Massimo. This is my mom. So I kind of, we all follow, if you share the same value and religion, I must support. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
okay.
Farm
So
Fresh.
your house will be filled with farm fresh milk.
Actually,
now. All the different flavors.
No lah. Actually, my milk not too good. High. For me, they say inflammatory, so don't drink too much milk.
Yeah.
Maybe drink other form of soybean, soy milk. Maybe they should come out Farm Fresh soy.
They have the lactose free.
They do,
that'd
do,
be great.
so-
That'd be great. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
So they were giving this free, right? That's why you're going to take.
and
But
also,
no more already. Yeah.
And also, the best thing is free ice cream.
Yeah. Ice cream today. Not sold.
Sponsored.
Actually, we're the
Sponsored.
first to eat it.
The first. They haven't come out. The product is not out yet.
Not
And we
yet,
are
yeah.
first among the first few 300 people that get to try it.
Wow. And quite nice also. Quite nice.
It's almost like Magnum, but some people say they prefer Magnum.
And it's a lot cheaper than Magnum.
Oh, really?
I think it's
Better,
like now I might be wrong. Either it's like less than $3,
Oh,
Really?
Hey, sponsor.
Actually,
Actually, sponsor, but it's for $3 Magnum. Okay,
This Magnum almost 5 ringgit 10 cent.
Yeah,
I'm so
it's not
sad.
like
Last time, in my primary school, it was 2 ringgit. Wow, that's the
Wow.
most expensive ice
Correct,
cream.
correct.
Since
Magnum.
when Magnum got 2 ringgit?
That was
Wait,
during my primary school day. Now become
Okay,
the
okay.
5 ringgit and 10 cent.
Yeah,
You see, and it's still
yeah.
the small, and it became smaller. I so sad.
Yeah.
Welcome to inflation.
Yeah, I was carrying it with me. I put it on top of my hot pasta. I was walking around looking at the expo. Then I thought, wow, isn't how hancur. But no, actually the chocolate, because it's so thick, it still contains inside milk lah. But then can still eat. Yeah, quite nice. Quite nice.
Good. Yeah, lah. But
Yeah.
of course. No, other than Farm Fresh, locally produced in Malaysia and also by a Christian, so support. And
That's good. Yeah.
I guess what stood out for me is a lot of all the lady speakers that came out. It is very inspiring.
Oh, okay.
Because they seem to have a similar attitude. They are the very fierce lady.
Who are you talking about?
I mean, the thing is, they are the go-getters. So,
Yeah.
if Suzanne, she's the one that she.
Suzanne, yeah.
I mean, she was saying at one time, like everyone is praying, like, oh God, pray for the people in the refugees, pray, and then her response in her mind is, and then
And then what? Yeah.
and then
Pray only.
So she don't like that there is all talk but no action, and I
Correct,
like all these
yeah.
ladies that actually put in the action.
I forgot,
Suzanne. Next
Yeah.
one is Yobin.
Yo Bin.
Amazing. We invite YB Yobin from
Yeah lah.
Menteri Putra.
I
Okay.
wish I wanted to meet her, but she was supposed to do book signing, but she wasn't there. I wanted to say, hey, you're
She
being
YB lah.
YB
Busy
already,
lah.
yeah, busy.
Young busy. So she is busy. So I understand. But the thing is, right? She did share. Right. You know. Okay. All right. But what I say that is, like, you thought they are on. I never know. In front of the media, right, she sounds very professional. In
Correct
the
lah.
parliament sitting, like, they talk macam ada air. But here, she macam no air.
Anti, man.
Like very
full anti mode.
It felt like it's just like a casual talk. And I like it.
Yeah.
And I like it. So that means in a way you see the real side of them. So in
Correct.
politics it's another face, very serious. But here they just share out like how
Everything is a come up, man.
how I came to this political scene, and after that and then all of us always interested, how did she, and she was telling, by 34, 35 I'm still single, and somehow in politics she met her husband.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
So,
that's right. Yeah.
So it's quite interesting. So and then Arian was more, how you met your husband? So
Really?
Or give tips to single people. But but the thing is, other than that, it's just this kind of strong ladies that they will fight. And she was telling at one point about she had heart. She wanted to serve in the Damansara, Utama.
Correct. Yeah.
Dun, I mean that area. But the thing is, somehow God have other plans,
Yeah.
and they will pull you to the areas they know, like Johor is so far from where I stay. I have family here in Selangor. I have to go all the way to Johor, and I think it takes so much faith to know that God and then she was saying at one, I really like that she said that your passion is overrated. I mean, I wouldn't say it's overrated, but it's essential, but it should not be the main point.
Shouldn't be the only thing.
In my panel, which was after they asked that question. They said, "Do you agree with Yobin?" Because it was just so shocking for people to hear. Hey, really? Passion is overrated. Yeah, but she had a point. Yeah.
I mean, it is but I think and then I think another female who was in our speaker, Datin Kathleen. I really admire her, and she also said that because passion changed with season.
Okay,
so
right.
I think in the end it's like finding what's the deeper purpose. So I think that's more of why I want to learn. But I can realize all these ladies, what makes a difference is because they are people who want an impact, and the thing is they do something about it. And I always very admire one go politics, one help refugees.
Well, Yobin especially. I mean,
amazing.
So I met her as a student in Cambridge. She was like 25 at the point of time. Quiet girl. Then the next thing you see, in some DAP rally with a few thousand people, and it really convicts me, because I mean, you see the potential of someone that you might not even recognize in church. She was really just sitting in the corner there, and I feel shy because I actually preached in front of her before. Then now I see her, the way that she speaks out, she's a much better speaker than me. She's so much more courageous. And when you put it that way as well, right, she really broke so many expectations as to just what she should be doing instead.
I didn't know she was that quiet. I mean,
She very quiet one. Yeah.
You never know. She's so noisy at stage,
Correct.
She really storyteller.
She tell the everywhere. Yeah, really, really amazing, inspiring, and a good role model. I think, right? She was saying, she grew up in like some plantation one. Yeah, and then now she never even thought of going to university. But then she had the right aspirations. I want to go to
Cambridge.
Yeah.
And then somehow she was saying that along the way, God stopped her from going Cambridge to contest more on. Basically remain in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And she was have to I want to go Cambridge. It's part of my dream.
Correct,
And then somehow, I like it that if it's meant for you, God will give you. So I said, even though it was a closed door at that time, it will reopen again if it's meant for you. So
isn't that wonderful? I mean, because some people would have dreamed for something, wish for something, and then tak jadi. Well, maybe it's just the timing issue.
Yeah, it's just not that. It's not the end yet. Yeah. If it's good, if it's God's purpose for you, He'll give you. In His time.
Yeah.
And good. I mean, the ladies all really spoke out. I mean, maybe because I'm a feminist. I don't know. Woman power. But I mean, it is the one that willing to put up, even in a very tough industry as a woman. Who would, and then, I'm sure as a politician, a woman have to speak up so much more than what they are in a man-filled
We
political.
take it for granted. I think, men have it so good. Men already tend to like dominate in terms of
Yeah.
just, sometimes just the stature or just
Imagine,
the voice.
imagine the parliament, they have to shout. She have to shout double time
Correct,
louder,
correct. Yeah, that's
like
true.
kesian, But yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
there you go.
Amazing.
Mm.
Anything else you want to add? I think so. How you're feeling right now?
Tired. Yeah, we are all conflicted because I think we are now like very excited but very tired. Actually, it's been long 2 days. Tomorrow got church some more,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think no. What makes it tired? You see, on the first day, it ended at 10 o'clock, and it's the worst day to come out on a Friday jam in the KL. So always very tight. We got stuck in the
Yeah.
jam. Always went back very late.
What time did you get home?
So you see, the event ended at 10 o'clock. When I go take out my car and I see that spiral ramp, so jam. Now mind, I come out 1 hour later and I see, oh wow, still spiral. But at least still jam. But the thing is, it is lesser. And I can see
Okay.
people actually jam all the way. And I know the reason why is because of Pavilion's fault. You bring in the Hong Kong actor. Who is
So
this
it's
Hong
not
Kong
us, like, it's not all them
Yeah.
come for this
I
Christian
thought it was
conference.
us, though.
I thought it was us,
we
no
bring
lah.
in the best people, the best speaker. But the
Cannot
Hong Kong
fight.
actor wins it.
Yeah, Hong Kong actor always bringing in the crowds.
We should ask her.
The Hong Kong actor. Hey, you Christian, no, come
Christian, maybe Sammy.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Sammy Cheng.
Yeah, she's a Christian, right?
Yeah, she is,
Then
right, yeah.
Everyone, I tell you, the whole hall, even here, also fill
Correct.
up.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
But yeah, that's reality. But yeah. But I'm sure all of us tired because I also serving in thankfully, because maybe I want to save the early bird price, so I choose to volunteer my time instead of paying. But the thing is, I like it. You get to have your own space, not sitting with the crowd, and then you get to learn. And the thing is, keep you awake as you follow the speakers walking here and there.
She has to control the camera. So
Sorry,
she has to control
microphone. So it's like
they
a
walk there,
PTZ
then
camera. So
then, yeah.
we have very excited pastors who like very passionate for the Lord, and it keeps
Yeah.
moving left, right,
Yeah.
and then like poor camera. Then people are like, oh my goodness. But yeah, it was always a fun, enjoyable experience to work in the production team. So yeah, do come and serve if you want.
Yeah, so
Get
thank
free
you
access.
Alpha Malaysia.
Thank you, Alpha
all
Malaysia.
the speakers. Thank
So,
you
yeah.
all the volunteers.
Yeah, wait, before
Yeah.
that, Fern, how are you feeling right now though? Anything?
You've been very quiet.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Yeah, I'm quiet because I've been coughing a lot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So
why.
I just want to interrupt you guys with my coughing.
Oh,
so,
never mind. I mean, I'm sure it's more of the voice, the coughing. Don't worry. It's more of what you want to say that matters more than the cough.
Say already. Say
Very
already.
good, very
Okay.
good. Hallelujah.
Unless we have a second question.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely look. I mean, it's
Calvin
quite
looks
fun.
like he cannot get through a second question.
For me, it's more like,
Oh, yeah.
is this the kind of Alpha Malaysia event where they had this kind of first work in
It's the
person?
first work conference.
It's good. Oh, is
it?
Workplace
Okay.
conference.
It's very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very good. I mean, it definitely felt more less. Less. You mean if it's a youth event, you will see him doing more stupid stuff.
No, sorry. I think previous years we have, or rather they have had workplace conferences before, but it was on a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why
Yeah,
they.
and it was specifically about like running alpha in the workplace.
Ah,
Okay,
okay.
alright.
Yeah, but this one,
Yeah.
this year they've opened it up a lot more. So it's
industry leaders coming in.
yeah, and
Yeah.
we're not just talking about like
Alpha.
running alpha in the workplace.
Mm.
I think
Okay.
I mean there was a bit
Yeah.
of that, but we've touched
Wow.
on a lot of different aspects of work in general.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Definitely
Yeah.
felt more better. I mean, like in even in your workplace, you're definitely going to meet things are going to conflict with your faith, with your values as you serve. And I think all these CEOs and entrepreneurs, when they share, it is a lot of challenge to how can you maintain my faith in
Yeah.
despite this kind of environment we are in.
Yeah, I like the
Good.
very first question they asked Suzanne. So Suzanne was one of the power ladies who runs a refugee, a company that actually helps refugees to earn a living by cooking food. And she was asked, is there a difference between secular and Christian work? And she said, what she say, Maria? She said something like, no lah, God working in your work life means God working through all your life or something like that. Actually, I think she didn't say that. I make it up in my mind. But she said something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And why I like it is like, sometimes you ask the CEO, wow, do you actually know your why, your purpose, and you went for
Yeah.
it. Somehow, when they answer, like, actually, I don't know, man. I just
okay.
went along,
Yeah.
and then somehow God bless along the way. Yeah, sometimes you don't need to have like, wow, I know it. 5 years from now, I'm gonna be the best CEO ever. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just went.
I
True.
think that was one of the comments that I also said to a friend at the end of today, one of the later sessions.
Okay.
So I think it was Darren of Dewakan.
Oh, okay.
Dewakan.
All right. Yeah.
And I think right.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things he said was something like I think very similar to what you said, that it's not always about like you don't always have to know.
Okay.
You know, like what your purpose is, and it's not like you just have to like sit and figure it out. Then you
Wow,
figure
okay.
life out. And I told my friend, I feel like that is probably so permission giving to a lot of people who might be feeling like they need to have it figured out or sorted out,
Okay.
you know, in life. But actually, Darren was just saying like you don't have to. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I
All right.
can't-
Yeah, Brian also said the same thing. He says he's a big fan of just doing things for fun. So he says, don't need to think so much. No need to think, going to do this, change the world, whatever. If you're having fun, you know, you're doing something with people whom you really enjoy, something like this. He says, you know, it will draw people. It will draw an audience. It will actually make it worthwhile that you will think of the next step already. So rather than think of something that will earn you money or make you successful, do something. This is where he disagreed with Yobiena. He says, I live my life based on that passion, but also he follows it up. But says, so start with something that you truly enjoy, with the people you enjoy doing it with, and then see where it takes you. Yeah.
I think you'll be, because it's out of practical purpose, right? Like she's a small,
She
needs
mother already, and then she has to deal with a lot of like Gen Z, I think, who like
so yeah,
don't like
I think
to
it's
come to work.
I think your environment does affect your priorities in the end.
Correct. Yeah.
No offense to the Gen Zs, we love you still.
Yeah.
What's
Is
that?
there a Gen Z heart? I don't know,
Okay,
man.
I
I'm
don't
so
know.
out.
Yeah.
You're the
Okay.
vibe, but you're the good vibes. All right. All right.
Okay. All right.
Anything else?
Do we need to go before the kapak? Whatever.
Yes. So before.
No, like car park, no closing hour.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. So I think come to the end
This
of the
is a
show.
short one, I
Very
know.
short. Yeah. So
Yeah.
but it's just a review.
A recap.
Yeah. Recap.
Recap.
Yeah. Highlights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy too. All right. See you
Okay, see you again.
around next
Bye.
episode. Wee. Bye.